You know, we're making art here.
Sup, Gigglers?
Gary, fix the Wi-Fi.
Manifest that shit.
We can't be managed. I mean, the day just got away from me.
Hello, my Guggenheim Gigglers.
Yeah, we're cultured.
You knew I was going to say that. It's DJ Dashhound and DJ Dachshund here to party.
Whenever I come to do the pod, because you live on the Lower East Side, I can put together like a Lower East Side like outfit.
You love dressing for the part. You love being like, oh, I'm downtown. I'm a whole new bitch.
I wake up thinking I'm a Barbie. I'm like, what is my profession today? What am I? What is my vibe?
Yes.
What is my outfit?
You're a Lower East Side cool girl.
Yeah.
I love how you brought
I
sunglasses.
walked in and Chris was like, what's the pants situation? Never seen that before. Is that a scarf? Is that a one piece? He was very intrigued.
I was very curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Chris has learned Chris has been to
So
Giggly
many
Squad
things.
University, and like you've almost graduated, not yet. Just a couple
I
more.
don't think you ever graduated.
It's a multi-level marketing
I've
scheme.
recently met people that know Chris like on their own accord.
Oh, I didn't know he
and
had
speak
other
so
friends.
highly of him. I know.
Really?
I didn't know he did things outside of this room. I thought he lived here the whole time.
Yeah, I thought he just waited for us with his legs swinging, like excited for us to come
Like,
in.
they're gonna come back next Monday.
Side note, I was trying on sunglasses today because you just brought sunglasses, and I put them on. And they were like kind of big, and Grace looks at me and goes, "It's giving Kate +8." When I tell you,
my
she
eye
read me
has
to
been
Phil.
twitching all
Yeah, do you want to know why?
week, so
Because you've been socializing all weekend while I was alone in a hotel room.
sending me
Copious
amounts
voice messages.
of voice notes.
And guess what? I was sending them because I wanted the
Yeah.
tea. You're out in New York City running around. I'm alone in a hotel room in Buffalo, which shout out to Buffalo. But I'm
Which I
clearly
heard you
bored.
kept calling Boston.
Who told you that? Who told you that? No, you guys, my worst nightmare happened this week. I was going through a lot this weekend alone, and I'm sending...
I had so many DMs. Hannah just called all of us Boston, but we're actually in Buffalo. Ha 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 ha. Miss you.
Okay, I wasn't going to start with this, but here we are. I was peeing, as one does.
You look so pretty today. I love when you give like old money. I love when you wear designer.
You know, we haven't been in the studio. Whenever we're in the studio, we want to make out. Like, we love each other. And then on Zoom, I'm like, what do you want? What do you want from me? So I'm peeing before my show. Now, the way my shows work is I have an opener, Caroline Banowitz, who's amazing. And she does this song about dick pics as her, like, finale song.
Okay.
So once the dick pic song goes, I know, like, okay, be ready.
I haven't gotten a dick pic in years.
That's why we're at peace.
No, truly.
And then when people show me their dick pics that are being sent to them, that's like more abrasive.
One time this is so bad. One time I had a boyfriend and we literally broke up because he couldn't stop sending dick pics to other people.
I thought you were going to say you. That got so much sadder.
I was like, you really have to stop.
Wait, and he's like, but I'm not like saying
He's
anything.
like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. He was like a classic, like, you didn't see that. And I'm like, I literally experienced it with my own body. And he was like, no, you didn't. And
He's
I'd
like,
be
I've never been on a date with them. I don't tell them I like them. I
He's
just
like, what are you talking about? You didn't
share
see
the art of my shaft. I heard guys use 0.5
okay.
now. Anyway, so I'm like peeing, and there was a photographer there, and we start yapping. Normally, I'm like alone in my green room.
Yeah.
Because you're not there. And it's just my opener on stage, and I'm like ready. So I'm yakking. Suddenly I hear the crowd start clapping, and I go, oh my God, I'm on. But I haven't been like I don't know, like ready mentally. So I'm like frantic. And I like, in these theaters, I had to like run down a hallway.
Yep. No one came and got you?
No, not all the theaters are that organized.
Okay.
It's really a lot.
There's one thing happening there. It's you going on stage. What do you mean?
Because I think we weren't like that far.
They're only there for you.
But I also think they're like, Hannah, you have one reason to be here, so you should be ready to
See
go
my
on.
eye?
No, the other one went.
We don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Don't look directly at me. So I like sprint down the hallway. It wasn't that long of a hallway. And I get on like perfect timing, and I look at her, and I can tell Caroline can't tell, because to leave your opener without you coming on is like not okay. That's super embarrassing. Where they're like, okay, where is she?
Yeah.
once I got stuck in an elevator. But otherwise, I'm really fucking good at being prepared for it because that's the only reason I was there.
Right.
So I get on stage and I was not giving myself excuses, but I was a little bit thrown. I was a little frantic.
Yeah.
I was feeling anxious. And I grab the mic and you hear the energy and I just go, "What the fuck is up, Boston?" And as I'm saying it, I realize, okay, there's 2 ways to go about this. I could just hope that they didn't hear that.
Yep.
I could just continue on like nothing happened and gaslight them to think they heard it in their head.
They're now in Boston.
But yeah, we're in Boston. Or I say what we're all thinking, which is I just called all you guys Boston. So obviously I went with the latter. And I was like,
Yeah.
I am so sorry. And but also Buffalo, by the way, is the most like they are a tiny town that has their own football team. Like they are the most proud town in all of probably the country.
Yeah.
So the fact I said hello Boston, I could have gotten stoned.
They live through full-on tundras.
Yep.
And they don't complain at all.
No, they're just sweet,
They
nice
live in
people.
Alaska, and they don't care, and they're happy about it. And they're like, we see the sun for 48 hours once a year, and we're good.
I thought upstate was Westchester growing up. Turns out it's not. It's Buffalo.
No, it's really not.
And so in that moment, I like you. For the next like 5 minutes, I'm doing like the beginning of my show and I'm just repeating it in my head. Like, was it as bad as like, yeah, that was really bad.
I couldn't believe people were coming to tell me. They're like, oh my God, you gotta hear this.
Meanwhile, you're like,
Hannah's so stupid.
you're front row at Fashion Week and people are like, your friend is so fucking dumb. But the best was when I got off stage, the messages were so funny. They go, Boston loves you. Thank you so much for coming to Boston.
We do love Boston.
Best show ever.
I haven't done a show in Buffalo.
You have to. It was incredible. But like it was like 1,700 girls all messaging me, making fun of me.
How'd you get there?
I had to actually fly to Rochester and then we drove because I had a show in Rochester the night before. Anyway, meanwhile, I'm struggling. And I'm sending you some stuff, and if I see photos of you, I need a story.
Yeah.
I need to know how we got there, who you saw, whatever. And she's not giving me anything. So I started making up voice notes. I was like, hey, I got to tell you about something.
Hannah sent me some of the most incredible voice notes this weekend. And here's the thing.
Couldn't tell you what they're about.
No, I couldn't either now. But at the time, I was like, oh my God. Like, I saw them come in, and I did. Wait, this is the funniest thing. I'm at a shoot all day Friday. I'm with Tresemme. We're doing stuff all day. I get 2 voice notes from you back to back. 2 double 2-minuters. I'm like, oh my God, let's freaking go. Now, like with the update of the phone, you know how you can click see more and it's like written out?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like around people. So I'm not like just going to play your voice
You go,
notes.
hey, do you want to hear what Hannah's saying?
That would be a death sentence.
Diabolical,
Like,
yeah.
who knows what could
I'd
be
never
said.
work in this town
No.
again.
So I'm like, I click it and I'm reading it, and someone comes from over my shoulder and they're like, oh my God, what is that? And like, first of all, HIPAA.
No, that is such a HIPAA.
I'm like, second of all, let a girl get a voice note from her friend and know that it's not appropriate to listen to right now in this moment. But I had to know what the gist was.
This is the problem with being friends with a public figure is that she's either locked away in the safest, most private
Secure.
place where she can be like blasting your voice notes, or she's surrounded by a full team of 12 people and everyone who's ever worked in Hollywood. So you just have to pray. I don't remember what I said, but it was literally to be like, you respond to be like, these are the best voice messages I've ever heard. And I go, okay, I wanted you to respond with a voice
I know, but
note.
I didn't have the time.
You didn't
and
have the
honestly,
time.
I didn't have any good gossip to give you. But what people don't talk enough about with voice notes, like when you're like, I know when you're about to start laughing about something. So listening to a voice note, like just know when you're recording it, I'm laughing at the same time. Okay? And I think that's important for you to know.
That like warmed my heart.
Yeah.
Also, I have a paranoia that I'm gonna be like really good like 2 minutes into a voice note and then fuck up like 2.5 minutes in. And like I'm a
was great.
performer. Like I don't like you're fine with the coughing. I don't like too much, but you are a cougher. You're an
well,
avid
you
cougher.
should hear like when I send ads to Grace. I'm like,
Also,
I'm like, sorry, I need a minute.
when you
actually.
record the ads, not to, how the sausage is made, you press record and then you record like all the
way
ads.
through.
I have to record it one by one because I'm convinced I'm gonna like knock over my recording.
No, I'm on there for like 25 minutes.
My voice note.
I feel like Grace has heard me on the phone with my mom, but I stop and do like my own thing.
You just therapy. You go, oh, wait, my therapist is on the line.
There's been times where like, I'll go on Instagram for like 5 minutes and I'll be like, oh shit, I'm doing ads. Like, Grace, sorry.
God forbid you like just send her 2 files or more than 1 file.
I don't want her to have to open that much.
Okay.
You know, I want her to get one email.
My thing with the voice notes, I'd rather send like 10 1-minute voice notes than 1 10-minute one because I think it's easier to consume. But that's just my process.
I have a girlfriend who we don't speak often. Like we speak quarterly, honestly. We catch up and then we move about our lives.
Q3 is when we follow up.
A couple days ago, this bitch sent me a 15-minute voice note. I mean, the updates were completely necessary. I literally got an update on her entire summer.
Wait, that's a standing ovation at the
I literally did
Film
laundry.
Festival.
I set it down and I was like, you're getting like I'm folding. I'm like, oh.
But doesn't the phone sometimes stop playing it because the phone goes to sleep?
out, yeah, and I have to like, no, it's a whole thing.
Was it better than mine?
No, it was more informational.
Okay.
I'll say.
Which, honestly, valid.
Definitely more factual. It wasn't as opinion based.
Definitely cohesive. Definitely full sentences were formed. We have so much to talk about. Shall I begin with one? Oh no, it's coming to you.
I shall begin.
Yes. I shall.
The floor is yours.
It was yours.
So stupid. Stop. Wait, not right now. We're not talking about this right now. But I watched the Charlie Sheen documentary because I knew you were going to talk about it. So at a later time, we'll dive into it. But I just want you to know going into it, I've seen it, clock it.
Okay, that's made me very excited. This is a voice note from Paige, by the way. She coughs. She tells you what she's going to talk about, then forgets what she was going to talk about.
A couple weeks ago, I get a DM from Morgan Stewart.
Who is Lord our Savior.
You know the best thing about my assistant is she's so Gen Z that like I bring up Morgan Stewart at least once a week. Like I'm referencing her, and every single time I say it, she goes, "Who?" And I go, "Honestly, no, keep me young, thank you." I get a DM from Morgan Stewart, and I'm like, "My life is made." We start like chit chatting, whatever, and then she goes, "I'm having a dinner during Fashion Week, but not like a Fashion Week dinner." And I totally knew what she meant by that. And I was like, of course.
For people that don't know, can you explain?
Like, she was having a Fashion Week dinner, but she was having a Morgan Stewart
She wanted to hang.
dinner.
Okay.
She wasn't having, like, a...
branded in your face.
Yeah, like, drapes. She wouldn't have drapes and candles.
She's not having fluorescent lighting.
She didn't have any fluorescent lighting.
Yeah.
She obviously had a photographer.
Yes.
But, like, it was very, grab your skinny margarita, take a seat, give 2 pieces of gossip, and then move along. So I had never met her before in person.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I didn't, like, know what to expect. First of all, walk up to the restaurant, so chic. Not a sign in sight. Could have literally been walking into a dentist office. They're like, private room is upstairs.
So New York.
This French restaurant, I think it was called Les Vues. I was just like, yeah, Blair Waldorf, like, goes here.
Yes.
So I walk in. She's the first person I see. We hug. We immediately start talking about glam. So I'm like, no, I'm home.
Were you nervous?
I was very nervous, but I wasn't nervous enough to take a beta blocker.
Okay.
Because I was like, no, I manifested this. This is like...
This was going to happen. We knew it.
Yeah, I knew
We prepared.
this. She literally just had her friends at dinner. It was... Me, Tinks, this girl, Sarah, Ariel Charnas. We're like the only people that I feel like I knew from Instagram.
Yes.
Everyone else, I was like, oh, that's your best friend.
Yeah.
So it was like a fun, funny dinner.
Sounds like a bachelorette party.
I had 2 cocktails, which I never do.
That means you were in a good mood.
I will say I was the first person to leave.
I didn't even have to
Like the
ask.
clock struck 10:15 and I was like, I melt at 10:30, so I have to scram.
Like, I live on the Upper West Side, which is basically Europe, so I have to go now.
Here's the other thing.
You had to beat the traffic.
Dinner was uptown. And that's
perfect.
how I knew I was like, I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm in the right place at the right time. All the kids are,
the kids are downtown.
They're doing their thing. They're walking the runway.
Being punks.
They're being literal punks. Okay, and I'm uptown at a mommy and me, and then I'm going home.
I was uptown too, but I was in Boston.
But she was the best. It was like just a chic, cute dinner.
I love that.
We all got a belt. And I was like, amazing.
People don't talk about belts enough.
No.
Belts are never in the conversation. Then one day you wake up and you go, oh no, this outfit needs a belt, and you don't have one.
Yep. I hoard belts, actually.
Speaking of accessories, I have a hot take. As someone who's, I don't know if it's because I'm anxious or possibly ADHD or just I get overwhelmed easily, I can't do bracelets. There's too much.
Yeah.
What's it called? Sensory overload.
Agreed.
When I wear a bracelet, I'm like, I walk into a room and I'm like, I'm wearing a bracelet. I try talking. I'm like, are you looking at my bracelet?
Or the girls that wear the same necklaces every single day. And my thought is, are you showering in them?
Yes, you
and
are.
sleeping in them?
Yeah, you are.
Because we are not really jewelry gals.
No, like when I got engaged, I was like, cool, I don't wear rings. You guys, I don't wear my wedding ring.
Cool, I don't want it.
I don't want my wedding ring. I don't wear my wedding ring because I started getting rashes. I don't even know why. And people be like, are you not married?
Eczema? Or
Yeah.
like it was like...
I think it's because when I wash my hands in so many different states, sorry, I'm traveling a lot. When I'm in Boston versus Buffalo.
Wait, are you going to blame like a water issue here?
Yeah, the water's different. And I think I also don't dry my hands to the point every time. And it starts getting red. Like I get a rash. So I don't wear my wedding ring. No one needs 2 rings on their finger.
No one needs 2
That's
rings.
prison. It's a prison. And then if you wear, God forbid I wear a bangle, I'm like, I can't focus on this conversation because my bangle's moving.
When I see the girls wearing like the hand chains,
My friend Madison plays tennis in her body chain.
I'm like, I don't know how they're doing it.
Not to call her out, but it's like, it's like girls who wear sweaters that are itchy just for fun. Like, I think bracelets, or the girls who have stacked bracelets.
No, I can't.
I could do that maybe for a look.
I can't even. We wear studs. Like, I love stacking jewelry and wearing a bunch of bracelets and wearing a bunch of rings for a
30
look.
minutes.
But then when I get home,
get it
off
me. Also, when you can't get a bracelet off, nothing more humbling.
One of my friends had a bracelet on, I'm not kidding, for like 4 months. And she was like, well, because I couldn't get it off. If the moment I knew I couldn't get it off, that's the moment I have to take pliers because I'm not going to live in my own prison that I've created. I'd start having a literal panic. I'm like, get it off.
Also, I am wearing a ring right now that's like huge and I love it, but it's the only thing I'm going to think about this whole pod.
I know for a fact that you're cleaning out your apartment right now, and these are all items that you've recently found that you forgot, and you put it all together today, and you were like, wait, cool outfit, forgot I had it. I know that's what happened because never have I once seen you walk in with earrings and a ring and like also a fit that I haven't seen in a while.
Now that I'm fully exposed, I feel fucking
Now
naked.
that I feel naked on this one.
I saw Jacqueline, our nail girl, after a full summer not seeing her. I opened the door and she was like, funny seeing you here. I said, Jacqueline, do you know we talk about you on the podcast every single week? And she was like, yeah, it's really funny. And I was like, come
obsessed
in.
with Jacqueline.
And then I said, Jacqueline, I need natural.
Yeah.
And then
Let me say.
she went arguably too natural because I said, Jacqueline, you can give me like fake long ones. And she goes, no, you just cut it off. So I lost privileges with her. She goes,
I didn't
so I'm going to
even
keep
know
it
Jacqueline could demote you.
No, she demoted me. Like she tried with me.
Yeah.
And is over my shit. And she said, I'm keeping your nubs nubby. And this is what you get.
Sometimes Jacqueline will give me an option. She'll give me 2 options, right? But
Which I love.
But I feel like she's secretly testing me because I know that she likes one of the options
know.
more. And so sometimes I'll say one and she'll look at me and I'll go, the other one? And then I'm like, wait, Jacqueline, how did you
she
just do
doesn't
that?
say yes. She'll just nod and look back down. And I'm like, I'm so scared right now. But also
it's the best.
I haven't cut them, but maybe I did once and she hasn't forgiven me. But Jacqueline's back in my life.
Good.
I also hung out with Vampire Weekend.
Pardon?
They're a band. Chris knows them. Chris knows
I
them.
know all of them, yeah.
How old are they?
Into the city. I'm out your about down and up and
Do they have another ballad of some sort? I'm not. That one's not
That's my
clicking.
favorite ballad. These guys, like, they're just in a band. And this
What is it? Vampire what?
weekend, they're very
Okay.
like, they popped off 10 years ago.
Okay.
So I was like, "How's tour, guys?" And they were like, "Good."
Where'd you meet them?
At the airport. Because there's a girl in their band who's also a comedian who's like a genius and also does violin, Isabel.
Okay.
And she's
This is the most ADHD conversation I feel like I've ever been a part of. How did
anyway,
we
I
even
thought you
get
were gonna
here?
know who Vampire Weekend is, but because you
Really?
don't.
Do you even know me? Does that sound like something I would
She
know
goes,
what the fuck that is?
Nelly? And I'm like, no.
I thought you were talking about Vampire Diaries and you were going to bring up that the star of Vampire Diaries just broke up with her
Shall we
fiancé.
talk about Nina?
Shall we?
She's having so much fun on Instagram.
The rumor
not
is
Instagram,
that he cheated
TikTok.
on her.
Yeah.
Then she did a TikTok that was
Like iconic.
kind of basically like,
Confirm me at fuck you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think they were engaged for like 5 years. I'm going to be honest, I never saw them together.
Yeah. This is
And
also
look, sometimes I like an ugly guy with a really hot girl.
I didn't wanna say
sometimes
it.
I'm a huge fan of that.
I didn't want to say it, but
But they were taking it to the limit.
No,
With that one.
this is the thing. There are handsome gingers out there. And there
100%.
and there are talented gingers out there. And there are kind gingers out there.
Yeah.
This one in particular, I think it's giving she gave him too much confidence.
She made him cool. And that's what it is.
Snowboarders need to calm down. Like, as a former skier, when I was skiing, everyone was so polite. Excuse me, whatever.
Yeah.
Then I'd fucking die.
I almost got murdered.
No, they
Yeah.
literally are like
a group of 14-year-old
punks.
snowboarders?
No, like they rob you, and then they steal your glasses, and then you're scared and freezing, and then they give you the finger as they go down every time. I don't trust a snowboarder. I don't like
They
them.
literally take my glasses, slap them back at me, give me the finger, ski down, and like take all the hot chocolate. I don't know.
No,
but
like they get off on scaring people. They're like those kids on Halloween that like throw eggs with Nair in them. Like those are snowboarders.
is that a thing?
Oh my god, in the city, yeah.
Oh my god, that's intense.
Yeah, so shout out to Nina, we love you.
Wow, your list is
My list is
Crazy.
crazy. Oh, can we bring back a saying?
yeah.
Can we please start saying that shit's whack? Like, can we say whack at least?
I feel like
Like, that's so whack.
so whack.
I don't know. As I said it out loud,
Yeah. No, I feel like I've said it recently.
whack. Like, whack was my everything. Everything was like, it's whack.
It's funny because on TikTok, there's a lot of Gen Z, like people making videos of like for millennials, like, hey, here's things we
Yes.
don't say anymore. Here's things like that, like you said, that means the same thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Whack is such a great word to describe anything. Say, I feel the same way with swag.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
well,
God for Justin Bieber.
Thank TGIF.
What happened? TGIF, and not to bring up Topanga, but she's on Dancing with the Stars this
Wait.
year.
Can I make an announcement?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna watch Dancing with the Stars this year.
Really?
I've never watched
You're
it.
like, I've never watched it either. You're just like feeling. Are you feeling like old school reality TV? Did you watch?
No,
okay. I was like, is that you're trying to get into like competition?
No,
show?
it's more like, first of all, my TikTok is just full of all of them. And then I realized they all do like incredible TikToks.
Yeah.
There's a Gen Z that works at Dancing with the Stars. Because these, no offense, but these guys are dancing, like training intensely.
Yeah.
They're not also coming up with like incredible TikTok
Yeah,
strategies.
the social media team.
Social
for that
media
show
team is killing it. So every day I'm like,
That's the only reason I knew anything that was going on with Brooks and Gleb. Like I didn't watch the
so
show.
I think I might watch it. Because there's also like more people that I like kind of know. Sometimes I feel like it used to be they just get like people who were on a TV show like 20 years ago.
yeah.
Or like an athlete that like broke his ACL and is like doesn't know what to do.
I love a like former athlete coming back to do something.
Yeah.
You know.
And you're like, he has
Find
CTE,
your
but
passion.
but he's figuring it out.
Yeah.
So, like, I think I might watch it.
Okay.
And this is coming from someone.
I might watch it. It's so crazy because I might watch The Bachelorette this year.
Oh, well, that is another level of time consuming. Oh, because of Taylor. Frankie?
Paul.
Got it. Oh, that's...
Wait. Okay,
Ruby
recently
Frankie.
on TikTok,
Both Mormon.
I've been getting a lot of like nostalgia videos.
Aw.
I want to bring back shopping from a catalog. Obviously it's being taken over by shopping online, but like, do you remember being young and your mom getting like the Victoria's Secret catalog and going through and like circling like different things, and then she'd physically call and order what and she wanted.
She was like number 87432. Like, I would fuck that up.
Like the women in STEM, just thinking about there was like a group of women ready to receive these phone calls from a group of women who are at home being like, okay, number 8.
This was an underground economy that people didn't know of.
Yeah.
But what's crazy about those magazines is it was used two ways. It was girls like us being like, Mom, I really want this like crop top.
Yeah.
And then just like men jerking off to it.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
They didn't have like...
Wait, that's disgusting.
Men didn't have porn back then. They had to like find magazines. Or they had to like draw it. Men would draw boobs and jerk off to it from memory.
Why? I guess that never crossed my mind that like a 13-year-old boy back then like getting pumped for their mom to get like the summer Victoria's Secret
like,
catalog.
I was like going to look at it and I'm like, why is it crispy? Why are the pages crispy? Daniel!
Wait, that's so vile.
So vile. I also had a friend who got in trouble because he was printing out like a photo of boobs or a photo of a woman.
Yeah.
And his mom caught him like mid-print. Like, what are you doing with this? He got in like big trouble.
One time I was at my friend's house in like 7th grade and we were like playing in her basement and we found all of her dad's like dirty magazines.
Aww.
And I was just like, wait, what?
Also,
wow, that made my eye twitch.
This is TMI, but my brother was like 13 or 14 and he went to camp and my parents got a call and they were freaking out. They were like, we have to tell you something. In his cabin, one of the boys brought disturbing material that he may or may not have seen. And my parents were like, what did he see? Like, they really got scared. And they were like, it was a photo of girls in bikinis. And my dad was like, okay, can you bring it back? But I guess like they had to warn them.
Send a picture. Let me see.
No, let me see what.
Let me see what he saw.
Also, wasn't even like he saw it. They're like he may or may not have seen a kid brought that in. But anyway, that was like what men were busy doing instead of learning about consent. Do you think purple lettuce thinks it's better than other lettuces?
Yes.
Lettuce-eye.
Yes. Because when I'm eating purple lettuce or
like,
a colored carrot,
you stop and you go, you're gorgeous.
If I have a tricolored carrot on my plate,
your tax bracket has changed.
My tax bracket has changed. I know more languages than you do. Like, yeah.
I feel like the purple lettuce like knows, like, and it's always like curly in a way where it's just like, like you could put it on a dress and it always comes out of nowhere. Like you're like gnawing on your rabbit food and then you're like, who is she?
Are you just talking about like cabbage?
I don't know enough about the lettuce species to be able to. What is the purple?
Yeah.
I don't look. I'm starting this new thing. I tried to eat salads last week. It didn't work.
Wait, I texted Grace like recently, and she was like, "Sorry, Hannah's like not responding because she's in a Pilates class," and I was just like, "What?"
Well, I'm trying to be healthy before I go on tour.
I've been realizing that
before I go on tour.
Oh, are you sticking to the rule on tour where there's no eating after at 11 p.m.?
No.
Oh, you haven't stuck to it. Funny, because last year we had to stick to it.
Yep, because, well,
last year you tried to put me in a caloric deficit, and I was famished. This year you're willy-nilly, just ordering whatever. Don't know what town you're even in. You're so stuffed.
I did get a really good Mexican bowl on Saturday.
Wait, the other day Hannah sent me...
I was eating my feelings after I embarrassed myself in front of all the girls of Buffalo.
Hannah sent me and Grace, like in our group chat, a picture of her like being out to brunch by herself. Honestly, it was such a like mom text. Like, you know, like when your mom's somewhere with your dad, like we just like we're at brunch and it's just like the
table.
Yeah, it's like, okay, but is dad
Do you know,
there?
you're so right. You're so valid. I could have taken a cuter photo, but I was texting you guys and then just pulled a photo that I took on my own randomly. It wasn't aesthetic and it wasn't cool.
But just from the photo, I could tell that whatever town you were in, you found the most amazing diner. A couple key things I could tell from
The blurry
said
photo.
amazing diner. The wooden table.
Yep.
Like a good wooden table, they mean business. When the condiments are already on the table because they know you're
about
gonna
to
need
go
them.
in. Yep.
So when you have ketchup, salt, pepper, they even have their napkins in there.
Spicy stuff. Also, when you order, you don't order anything. You just say, fuck me up, fam.
Yeah.
Also, do you know how you know it's going to be fucking good? When the utensils are wrapped in a paper napkin. Like they're not just sitting
Yes.
on a napkin.
Don't give
They're
me a
wrapped.
cloth.
Not a cloth,
No.
but also I don't want just a napkin sitting. I want it like they're going so fast that they're just.
Have you ever seen someone wrap those up and then put the thing on?
No, is it like people doing Domino's boxes?
Yeah, no, it's like they can go so fast.
Also, this place, it was in San Francisco. They also had juices, which like,
Also, I want a plastic water cup
and I want it to be so abnormally big. Like, there's
Yeah.
no way I could finish
and
it.
discolored.
Discolored, cloudy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got pancakes for the table, and by the table I meant my table.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my god, my eyes like really twitching.
there's like pop culture stuff going on that I want to bring up.
Okay.
Hillary Duff.
Getting back in the studio. Well, you want I don't want to bring up an old rivalry,
Oh,
but I would say
oh.
we are watching Lindsay live her best life, look phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
She just did Freaky Friday. They had like redone Mean Girls. She went to the premiere. She's just like she's on every cover. She looks phenomenal. People are like
She
lives
has
her own,
she has Verizon ads.
she lives her life in Dubai. She's a mom. No one was bringing up Hillary Duff, and I think maybe she's gonna have a resurgence because of
And
that.
not to pit women against women, but I think maybe there was some inspiration.
Certainly not pitting women against women, although I just did. But I do
No, but
find
they
it
had
ironic
funny
that like
beef.
they did have like a beef back then, and now
Yeah.
like they're both
I'm so sad for that.
yeah.
The millennials are excited. Grace, do you like remember Hillary Duff at all?
Yes. Yeah.
What do you remember?
Like Cadet Kelly.
Cadet Kelly.
Kelly.
Okay.
Or like Disney stuff.
Yeah.
Like Lizzie McGuire.
Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like
okay.
you loved Cadet Kelly.
Loved. But I like loved Kim Possible more.
So you.
I also did like all the Disney
See,
Double
I-
Team movies. Whenever there was like a
Classic.
sport and the girl came in, I was like, she's
See,
awesome.
I loved like Lindsay Lohan Clue, like Gotta Get a Clue. Like
Yeah.
she was wearing cool outfits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, anywho.
Another pop culture topic.
Mm-hmm.
Nev from the catfishing show is now
Is it Neve?
Neve.
Yeah.
It's Neve.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Neve?
I think he goes by both.
Because Neve
I think he's not picky.
Neve is also an Irish name spelled Naimgph or
Neve.
something.
I
Neve.
want to say it's Neve, but
Okay, could be
who am I?
Neve, Buffalo, Boston. He is in real estate now. He just announced. Very casually, like on a city bike. He's like, if anyone needs help with their homes, I'm selling real estate.
Wait, what happened to Catfish?
I think it's done.
It's done?
Yeah. But maybe he always had a passion for homes. Like maybe the whole time he didn't really care about.
You know what we say about real estate? No one going
You're
through
in a dark
good
place.
time. Wakes up and says, I'll be a real estate agent today. That's
Maybe he's
for
going through-
ex-NFL players who are one bad day away from really losing it. They got to buy a building or
guess
something.
For people who are like, people like talking to people, and they have like connections
Here's
through
the
the
thing.
industry, it could help.
I'm actually not going to knock it because
We support men in the arts.
No, I support having like a normal job. He spent so much of his life being a TV host and like being in the public.
Do you know how he got famous?
He
got catfished and did a documentary.
Yeah, so I feel like the last 20 years
he's been in Hollywood.
He probably wants something that's like a little more structured maybe.
Yeah.
Like he's not really traveling that much. It's like chill. People know him. People would like walk in and see a familiar face and probably like want him to be his real estate agent just because of that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I take back everything.
So you go, actually, if anyone needs an apartment.
You know what? I'm moving.
You'd be
I'm moving.
There's another life where you live like in Kansas and you are the it girl of real estate. Like every single bench in that town
has my
is
face
you.
on it.
And you're wearing a power suit.
The best
Like no one's
outfit.
ever seen. Your glam is incredible. No one's ever seen you without full glam.
They call me Penthouse Paige.
And there's no penthouses in Kansas.
That's really sexual, actually. That actually sounds like my OnlyFans page. I take that back. Parkway Page. Nope, not still that good.
And you don't actually make eye contact with any of your clients, but
I've thought about real estate, and you know what knocks me down every time? I'm not doing math in my adult age. I've moved on. I'm past that.
Do you
That's
have
for
to
other
do
people.
math?
You have to know square footage and stuff, and like you have to know like there is numbers, and I'm like, actually no.
Did you watch Selling Sunset?
Not really. I like don't like if I'm watching a real estate show, it's because I genuinely want to see the houses and the real estate. Like I do find that interesting. I don't care about like the real estate agent drama. Like
it was a lot of like them getting out of the Yukon SUV slowly so they could see.
It's a lot of arrivals and departures.
a lot of just arrivals and leaving.
There's nothing Netflix reality shows love more than arrivals.
And a non-copyrighted music
And
background.
a strut.
She's sexy. She is a sexy one. Yeah, she's sexy.
No,
yeah,
Netflix gets hard for a slow strut.
Yes,
It really does.
Or it's not slow, but they go slow-mo.
Yeah. How's your fantasy football team doing?
Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
It's not, we're not done with like this weekend of playing, but I played Taylor Strecker's wife.
Okay.
Who's pregnant. And I beat that bitch. I said, "Oh, you're her, Mona. You beat the growing your baby." Look, you could come
Winners
to play.
win and losers lose. What are we to say?
Taylor Donahue, like, look, come for the beast. You're gonna get eaten. That's what they say. Like, big dog gotta eat.
She's like, I'm literally just trying to like.
She's also like, I don't even want to play in this league. I'm texting
She's
her.
like, I thought it was something fun. Me and Taylor
I literally am
could do together.
texting her like the mom from that documentary. I'm like, you stupid bitch. Why would you pick that? Why would you pick that running back? Are you fucking stupid and dumb and ugly?
Wow, are you gonna know how to parent your kid? You can't even parent this team. Who's putting you in charge of anything? Wait, I love Taylor, and we're being.
We love the Taylors. I want them to adopt me.
Oh,
The Taylors are like. Taylor Strecker's why I got into podcasting.
Yeah.
So anyway, and Taylor Donahue edited Burning in Hell for like 3
No
years.
way.
People don't know that. She likes to be behind the scenes, but I just put her on blast on my podcast.
So, is your team overall doing well?
You know who's also in my league? Andrew Collin. Who's
Last year I said like I was gonna do this league with you.
I
like
think
just
is that my fault?
for
Like
fun
I
to
forgot
have something.
I forgot.
No, I thought of it like when everyone was like, "Oh, I have my fantasy draft next week," and I had a moment where I was like, "Should I do it with Hannah?"
It takes zero effort.
Well, then I remembered that like I really don't care.
Yeah, but you'd be so surprised. It's like the girls who go on The Bachelor who were like, this guy is ugly, I don't care. And then you see like 8 girls get worked up about him and suddenly you're like, if he doesn't want to marry me, I'll like freak
It
out.
would go one of two ways for me. I'd either be like so into it and competitive and be like refreshing all the time, or I'd
lose one
like
game.
a Tamagotchi and I'd forget I had it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, and my Tamagotchi died.
Well, the thing is you get like notifications.
Okay.
So it's basically me just feeding my high for temporary happiness.
Mm-hmm.
So like if a guy gets a touchdown, it's like you just got 12 points. And every week it's all luck.
What do you win at the end?
Some money, but it's not about the money. It's about the love of the game. And it's about
Then yeah,
telling
I'm
your
probably not gonna
No,
do
no, no,
it.
but like like Andrew Collin had a better draft than me and he was all like, that's how he talks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm ready to play him.
You are.
Andrew, I'm coming
You
for
were
you.
really close to winning last year, right?
I was close to winning.
I remember that.
But thanks for bringing that up. Because guess what close to winning is? It means you're a fucking loser. But it's really like yelling at guys for like spraining an ankle. Like if a guy sprains an ankle, he like ruins your score. And I'm like, look where you're walking, bro.
Yeah, I get that. Speaking of,
the Chiefs the Chiefs lost their first 2 games, which is kind of crazy.
Wait, did you see Taylor Swift had to walk in with like, she like walked into the game
Behind the
like
thing.
a bulletproof something, like walked
Was
behind something.
Oh.
I don't know.
Very scary.
Very scary.
No one was able to see her in the stadium setting?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Can I say something controversial?
Yeah.
There's a girl on TikTok, because I'm back on TikTok, who shaved her head, but didn't like ask her husband for permission.
Okay.
And then he saw it and said, I'm not attracted to you. You have to wear wigs around me. And the internet is a gasp. And like, I'm gonna be honest, it's giving G.I. Jane chic. Like, like when a girl shaves her head, it's not even about like whether you look good or bad. It's like the confidence you exude. It's clearly
also,
a look.
Maybe ask your wife if everything's okay. Rather than just hitting her with like, don't speak to me.
No, he's literally like, don't speak to me, I'm not attracted to you, and marriage is about attraction. And it's like, this
I bring up the word bangs and you're immediately like, and is everything okay at home?
Yes, yes. I mean, so everyone's mad being like, fuck this guy. But yeah, I think the first sign was not that he isn't talking to her. I think it's that she thought about shaving her head. It's not that shaving your head's a bad thing, but when you want to make a drastic change to your hair, normally it means you want a drastic change in your life.
Yeah, like something's going on.
I think she hates him.
He just proved.
He proved
that they don't like each other.
If you are staying with someone, look, I've had so many boyfriends that walk in with the dumbest haircut where I look at them and I'm like, the fact that I'm associated with you pains me right now. But then you take a breath and you go, it'll grow out. We're good.
I think there's a lot of times on TikTok, like where girls will post something about their relationship or like their boyfriend will literally be in like the back of the TikTok, but he's not like smiling ear to ear.
Yeah.
And people are like, he hates you. And it's like, he probably doesn't.
No.
He's like doing it. But then there are times where it's so apparent where it's like, you got to get out of that relationship. My thing where I feel like notice it is, and only because I had a boyfriend once who like was obsessed with talking about this, and I was like, you have like mental issues. If you want to shove cake in your wife's face, I think that you are
You hate women. You hate women.
Yeah, you are on a misogynistic level that you actually don't even realize.
Are you talking like wedding day?
Yes. Like, I had a boyfriend who would actively, I'm not kidding, argue with me that if I didn't let him smush cake in my face on the wedding day, that like I wasn't fun.
But that's not even a thing. Like,
I was like, but
that's not in the Bible.
But like, why would you ever want to take your?
No, I've never said anything that you need to. You're supposed to feed it to each other.
Leave the cake out of it. Why would you ever want to take your hand and smush it into my face like that on an aggressive level?
No, also you're ruining the glam.
Also, the day I have glam, we're only here so that I can get the shot.
I want my husband to barely kiss my lips because he knows that he doesn't want to mess it up. Like, give me an air kiss. Give me an air kiss. Wait, the smashing of the face, that's not funny.
And so that's something that I always had like such a visceral reaction to. Like whenever I see that on TikTok where like they put cake in each other's mouths, I'm like, no, I don't like it.
No, not at all. Well, there's one thing if like the two of them are like, we're so quirky.
Cute. Yeah, we're doing it at the same time. Open your mouth like
we
that.
Push a little.
But guys that are like smushing it and she's backing up.
Do you know what it feels like? It feels like they're doing it for their boys.
That's exactly what it is. We've waited long enough. We have to bring up Charlie Sheen. No, I've been trying to watch it for the past 3 nights because I kept falling asleep.
Can't get through. How are you falling asleep during that?
I know.
I was getting jolted I literally clutched my pearls.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot in this life.
So many.
I was a gasp. I was going, oh.
No, there were so many things that I was just. If you haven't watched it, it's phenomenal. First thing I want to point out, the editing of it.
Spectacular.
The cinematography. Spectacular.
I liked how it felt like you were like on a.
Put anyone in a diner chatting.
They're gonna give it up.
I'm into
That's
it.
why.
That's
if
what
you
it
put
is.
people in diners, suddenly they lose all privacy.
Yeah.
And they're just like, let me lay
Chatting.
it out. That was my biggest note about it is this man did not have to say
You couldn't waterboard some of that info out.
He
of
did not
me.
have to say, like, he could have said 10% of what he said, and I would have been like, that's a great documentary about Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
At one point, you could see they were like, hey, we're done, Charlie. And he's like, one more thing. And I'm going to give you guys an example. This doesn't give anything away. He tells a story about being really high on set, that his eyes were really heavy.
Yeah.
And that finally the director like noticed enough to pull him aside and was like, you look like you're falling asleep during your scenes. So I think he's going to say, oh, I'm going to do snort some cocaine.
Yeah.
As one would do.
Would.
So as Charlie Sheen would do.
Yeah.
He goes, I go get some ice, shove it up my butthole.
Yeah.
He says this deadpan. And
That
goes back
was
to
the best thing. He was telling the craziest stories, but he was telling it to you as if he was like, I just went down to the deli, got us a
Got an
couple
Advil."
sodas, and they're in the kitchen. Do you want one? Like, it's how he was like, I took an ice cube, shoved it up my asshole, won an Oscar.
As you do. Yes. And then, sorry, I didn't mean to squeal, but I'm feeling emotions.
Yeah.
I don't know, Sean Penn, who, by the way, I've never even seen him give an interview before, shows
Something was going on. Something was going on there.
Either he had something on him, he lost a
No.
bet. Sean Penn, like Oscar-winning actor, is just like, can I say one of his quotes?
Yeah.
He goes, you know, most guys, when they do cocaine, their dicks get weak.
Yeah.
Imagine doing cocaine and your dick gets stronger. That's Charlie Sheen. The way I just said, what?
The homoeroticness of this documentary was so phenomenal.
But also,
I took away like a couple top tier things.
Yes.
One, Charlie Sheen has a phenomenal family. Sounds like his dad and his brothers, great humans. Two, where's the mom? Why didn't they bring up the mom? Didn't even. Was there a mom?
Well, that's
Where
what
is she?
happens when the mom is not.
Where is she?
Where is she? Kidnapped,
What is she doing?
in hiding, witness protection. I literally Googled Charlie Sheen's mom, and she exists, but
they
not one
didn't
part of
bring
the
her
document.
up.
And it's funny.
Maybe she's just so private.
But like, that's crazy when you're married, your whole family is in the public eye.
I wanted the dad to be on more, and I wanted the brother to be
Well,
on more,
he
and I wanted
said-
his kids on more.
Okay, you sound like a producer. Calm down. She's like, I want his
need
first
another
child.
season.
I want his HIV test.
Denise still loves him. Because, and you want to know what? I love Denise. I do not fault her for a single second, because when she tells the story of them meeting and hanging out, he was sober, he was a normal person. And
Also-
she probably still loves that version.
I don't remember fully from watching Beverly Hills, but she drops the F-bomb
Yeah.
every 3 seconds in the best way.
Yeah. No, I'm a big Denise Richards fan.
They did her so wrong on that show, by the way. They should have treated her with care and respect so that she had a long career on that show.
Well, you want to know what? They were all jealous of her because she was a genuinely famous person.
And the most beautiful woman to ever live.
And then she was a sex symbol.
Yeah,
and then
but-
was coming on the show, and they all wanted to be
And
like,
that's
we're
why she
better
should
than
have been
you.
protected to
Yeah.
not make her look crazy when
Yeah.
she was getting attacked. But the thing with the dad and the brothers.
And she was remarried to like a freak
wait,
psycho.
is she still with him?
No, they're getting a divorce, thank God.
Oh yeah, he was like
He was like a weird.
very strange.
Very strange.
He was just
bird.
like big jawline. That was just a jawline.
Yeah.
Marriage.
Strange man.
Yeah, strange man. So Charlie Sheen goes, my brother and my dad did not want to be in the documentary. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't want you to say that if they didn't want to be associated with it. But I totally get that. They've probably been through so much.
So
and they're
much.
just like, we
I
don't
mean,
want
it's
to
just
add
been
to
his
it.
whole life.
But it is a case of nepotism for sure. However, he's kind of a genius.
Well, I was going to say, my other big takeaway is how many chances do men get? How many I mean, this man ruined his life more times than he was successful. And every time the general public and TV, he was in rehab being like, having his agent being like, you can do any movie you want, they'll have you. Like, if that was a woman or
Paige.
any other person,
Crazy story, which I was surprised he said, was about him and Nicolas Cage, which, by the way, I didn't know Nicolas Cage was like the biggest party boy.
Do you think Nicolas Cage is somewhere being like,
Send me a text first. Nicolas Cage did not agree to be in that. The stories he told about Nicolas Cage,
he was like, It made me, this is sick, but it made me like Nicolas Cage more.
Well, yeah, now I'm
'Cause
like,
I
oh
was
yeah, his brain is burnt.
Oh, I didn't realize you were that much of like a freak.
So they go on an airplane. Nicolas Cage takes the mic and like tells them like that
Going down.
they're going down. Which, by the way, where's the bit? Where's the bit in that?
Hilarious.
So everyone freaks out when they land.
Yeah.
There's cops.
Yeah.
And Charlie goes, well, good thing they were a fan.
Yeah.
And they were just like, don't do that again.
Yeah.
Imagine if a female celebrity did that.
No.
She'd be,
Imagine if anyone did that. Like if any other person did that. Like, no, it's crazy.
and then when he got to rehab, how
they let him leave.
Nicolas Cage texts him and says, hey, there's a bikini judging contest in Palm Springs. And he goes, so I had to go to that.
He was like, hold on, let me get out of this rehab thing.
So
and Nicolas Cage was like, sick.
He told the lady, if I'm not back by 8 a.m., I'll give you $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
And he got back by 7:40.
I just think it's a great documentary. And the last thing that I took away from it, push a man and he'll turn gay. They all have the capacity to go to the other side, and I know that.
The way he described it was actually so iconic. He
Yeah.
goes, you ever just eat from the same menu every day? And then one day you're like, let's flip it to the other side. And the guy goes, do you regret it? And he goes, no, I wanted to taste the menu from the other side.
Yeah.
But he didn't like say he was.
But he
didn't s-
basically said that happened because he was getting off of crack. And so that like felt good for whatever reason. And that's the first time it ever happened. So he probably did so many drugs, his whole brain was like rewired.
Mm-hmm.
And I know some
But this
that
is the
don't
thing.
need crack
It
to
was-
be pushed.
But it's also funny because he wasn't like, oh, I had to suck a guy's dick to like get the water for the fire festival. Like there was no threatening
Yeah.
involved. He was
No,
like,
he was like, I wanted to do
I
this."
wanted to do it. Which, by the way he said it though was so eloquent.
He had a
and
je ne sais quoi.
I was like,
yeah.
I think he's bi,
Fuck
and like
yeah.
more men
Yeah.
should be
No,
able.
I mean, I'm
to
part
be
of the
bi.
problem. I'm obsessed with him now. Like, I will give him another chance. I think he should get back to acting. He actually shouldn't get back to acting. Here's one thing that no one said, like, the entire time. I don't think his problem really was... I mean, he obviously had a lot of
No,
problems.
They never got to the root of it.
He couldn't be famous. It was the fame. It wasn't like the working. It wasn't the movies. It wasn't like he had to get up early and memorize these lines. He could obviously do that so easily. It was genuinely the fame. He probably had so many people watching everything he did, talking about everything he did, wanted to see, like, and it got too much and no one...
But I also think people always say like, okay, if you have a problem with alcohol, there are all ways of coping with the bigger problems. But like they kind of made like his childhood seem like pretty good. I mean,
Yeah, his childhood seemed fine.
his dad was an addict too
Yeah.
and was going through stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way his family stood by him to this day.
To this day.
And
they
also
sound
him,
great.
even though he is a good example of like, you can fuck up so many times. And as a man, Hollywood will take you back.
Yeah.
But in terms of your relationships, like you can
Rebuild.
You can try to rebuild,
Yeah.
and he, even though he wasn't there for his daughter, is now like taking that time. Which
No,
is
it was
great.
a really good documentary.
I have to say one thing about that made me reflect on society a little.
I love when we get serious.
Okay, no, but like when he
Hannah Bader never serious on the pod. Yeah, we are.
Who would ask us to be serious? Because the second I am, people are like, I'm here for laughter. Make me laugh, clown. I will. So he's like on crazy testosterone.
Yeah.
He's addicted to like every drug.
Yeah.
And he goes on his like hashtag winning.
Which I like forgot about that.
I remember it pretty clearly because he's going
we were
on.
in like college.
We were young,
Yeah.
but he's doing all these like crazy interviews saying like the craziest thing because
Yes.
he's like so
Yes.
crazy on testosterone. He's like, I got tiger blood.
Yeah.
And the way people responded was like, this guy
Put him on tour.
is awesome. People were like, he's saying all the things that we all want to say.
Put him
and
in theaters.
He's
Give him a marquee.
So when you see a very loud, crazy man It doesn't always mean he's right.
No, it is
always mean
crazy.
he's right.
I wish they did dive into like the team that was around him at that time, like
Oh, no.
signing him up to sell tickets to shows and
He
like
did
perform.
like 60 days in a row. That's when he started doing anal.
Yeah, and so would I. And so would I.
Have we thought about it?
You know what? I got it. You need somebody to take that job.
Paige goes, and then we were in Denver, and I took a beta blocker, I just shoved it up my butt, and I went on stage. The gigglers, they become desensitized. They have to go. Oh God! I do have to say, I did have a woman stop me at the airport and said, "Hi, I have a 21-year-old daughter, and I love what you guys do to help her be confident in herself." So don't listen to that part. Now I'm like aware 21-year-olds are listening because look, they keep us young.
Yeah.
Oh, there is a good show out called Love Con Revenge on Netflix.
Okay.
Which is from the girl who was swindled by the Tinder swindler,
Okay.
who's made her whole purpose in life to help find other men who are conning women.
Okay.
So it's kind of like
she's like almost like a private investigator.
well, she gets this private investigator, and what I'm obsessed with is it's a woman. So this woman goes, "I'm like a dog with a bone. I will stop at nothing."
I want to hire a private investigator so badly.
You want
but
to
I'm
have,
like, I don't know what I
you
want him
need
to look into.
You're like, but I need to find something
No,
out.
I want to be like, just look into it.
I just feel like something needs to be undercovered.
Yes.
You want to be sitting in a van with shades on.
No, I want to be like walking down the street and my private investigator call and be like, I got something. And
You
be
go,
like,
"Knew
I'll
it."
be right over. Why do I want that so badly?
And you want her to print out photos and put it in an envelope and hand it to you. And you go, "Thank you, thought so."
I'm going to be like, thank you, I'm sending it to my lawyer.
See you in court. See you in smoking.
See you in court. And then like my expert witness is just this gorgeous private investigator.
No, next time you tell me that you can't record in the studio because you have a UTI, I'm going to get my private investigator and be like, she's at home in Albany and her mom's feeding her lasagna. Do you know lasagna soup is a thing for fall?
I have seen it. I've never had it though.
It's kind of giving just like soggy lasagna.
I'm not gonna lie, I had the best lasagna I've ever had in Tuscany the other weekend. Do you want to know why it was so much better?
Because it's in Tuscany.
But they like burnt it a little.
Yes,
like it
you
was
need crisp.
crispy.
You need
like
crisp.
it actually tasted like second day lasagna,
At
which
the top,
I like.
Also, I want the bottom too. I want the
The
cheese
whole
to
thing
be-
was crispy, and I was like, "You guys crush it here." Like, I go, big fan of your work. Like, no, they're right about you guys. Like, you're fucking crushing.
You go, "How's your Italian food so good?"
All I think about anytime I go to a different country is, do you guys ever crave sushi? Do the Italians ever think like, you know what? All
Is
I
there
want
no
is some
sushi
fucking
there?
hibachi.
Is there no sushi there?
I mean, I don't know. Probably not a lot. I'm sure there was like one or two, but like you're never in Italy and you see like tacos. And I'm like, wait, I want them to experience it more.
But you know what? I feel like because the Italian's so good, they're like, why would we have like...
I know, but I'm like, don't you get sick of it? Don't they get sick of it?
No, because that's what they know. That's who they are. Like, imagine if you never tried Diet Coke, you wouldn't crave it. Or normal Coke. You wouldn't even know.
No.
It's like Charlie Sheen with heroin.
Yeah. How about it was a girl that got him into it? That I didn't see coming. A girlfriend.
Yeah, which I don't like to blame the woman. And I would say, like, he knew what he was getting into.
Yeah. I've never been offered heroin.
I've never been offered
seen it.
cocaine.
You're a loser.
No, I've had multiple conversations
That's it, I gotta go.
where I'm like, why don't they like me? And they're like, you don't do cocaine. And I was like, how can they tell? People can tell. They could smell it.
People just know.
They just know. No, I've never been offered. I mean, look, I know people who know people
Yeah.
who know a guy.
Yeah, for sure.
So watch out. Do you think Charlie Sheen is going to have like a Pam Anderson revival of his career?
I don't know. I think this was more like I have to make amends. It's been so many years now. Let me tell you what happened back then. It's taken me this long to kind of get over it. Are you staring at my nails?
Well, no, you were just like your long fingers were like in my face, so I had nowhere else to look. I was saying, or do you think he just needed money? Because I don't.
Probably a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But also, here's what I'm thinking. He did have Martin Sheen as his dad. I'm sure he had a lot of money set up that he couldn't touch at all. I don't know if he went through all of it.
Surprised.
I didn't realize he was
Back then,
the number one.
They didn't have brand deals back then.
Right, but he was the highest paid TV actor ever.
Well, he said he ran out of his money.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
He was making $2 million an episode.
I know. Crazy. I know. But
no, the Charlie Sheen lore, I'm just like obsessed
especially if he was like overwhelmed by all the fame and stuff and things started to go well, I wouldn't be like, you know what I should do? Do a Netflix documentary right now.
Anyway, it's a really good documentary.
It's a really good documentary. You guys gotta watch it. Thank you for giggling with us. I am in Norfolk,
Virginia,
this weekend. And I have San Diego, a second show added, and Vegas and Phoenix. Love you guys. Thank you for giggling. Talk later. Bye.